friends, welcome to SQL Learning. Today we will talk about one of the common interview question in SQL, that is write a select query to select the most repeated column value from the student table. So this is my student table. In this student table I have two columns, ID and column name. So our requirement is based on name column, we have to populate most repeated value in this name column. So if you observe this data, Rajnikant is repeated 3 times and Vidya is repeated 2 times and other records are repeated only once. So the most repeated value in this table is Rajnikant. So we have to populate that particular name. So for that, the approach which I follow is I will populate repeat count. In this repeat count, I will use the count on top of the name column and the grouping should done on based on the name column. So let's go to the SQL Server. So this is my table. Since I need only name column, I will use that column only. Then after that, I will perform count operation on top of name column. So here we have to specify the group by also, right? So group by name column. I want to see the count. So the Rajnikant is repeated 3 times and Vidya is repeated 2 times. Let's give the column name. I will use the repeat underscore count name as my column name. So based on this data, you can do the filtering. Means you can pick the most repeated value. For that, I can use subquery or CTE. So I will use CTE as this is the result set. After populating this repeat count, I want to perform top one because I need only the most repeated value. For that, I'm using the top one from my CTE and grouping should be done on repeated count in descending order. Top one name, repeated count will in descending order. Okay, order by repeated count. Let's run this code. You will see only one record, that is Rajnikant. Okay. The interview may ask in different way, that is write a SQL query to find a value that is repeated in number of times. If the question is this way, then what you will do is you can use the having class after this having. If they ask you to populate the value that is repeated 3 times, then you can use having. In this having, you can do that filter. Having count of name equals to, if the repetition equals to 3, then you can populate that number. If they ask you to populate the value that is repeated 2 times, then you can change the number to 2. Whatever the number they are specifying, you can populate that number. And if you want to populate only the name column, then you can populate only that name column. For example, if they ask you to populate the value that is repeated 3 times, then if you need only the name column, then you can use this square. Based on the requirement, you can do the modification here. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel.